I have to work clean. I'm not sure that I know what the heck that even means. I guess I won't be singing about no mounds of Venus, or even discuss my tiny Jewish. Please don't be obscene, it's not the vibe of this place. I'll behave and sing, and then maybe after the show I'll do drugs with the audience and get lays placed around my neck. What the heck? Let's be good and do a shot of Henny, 'cause it's time for Island Life with Alex Denney.
If anyone can hear me, then welcome to the show. My name is Alex Denney, and I'm here to say hello, hello! I brought us all together for this idea I've contrived. Welcome to the very first episode of Island Live. Welcome to the very first episode of Island Live. Bum, 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 bum. I shipwrecked on this island so many years ago. Made friends with talking animals who helped make it my home. And now we're trying something new, continuing to strive. Welcome to the very first episode of Island Live. Welcome to the very first episode of Island Live. Yeah! Welcome everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Greg. I'm sure you all were wondering just now where was that piano noise coming from? Who is singing? Because there's nobody else up here on the stage with me. But as you all know, I mean, this is my show, Island Life with Alex Denney. And I'm just going to put this down here so it's out of our way, you know. Oh, thank you, Jeff. Jeff, as everyone knows, Jeff is a praying mantis, and he's very small, but he's very strong. He's very good at helping out with things. Oh, Jeff! Jeff, are you okay, Jeff? Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone. No, Jeff's over there turning the dials on my emergency radio. And what I got on my radio is a guy I met over the airwaves named Greg, who's a talented musician. You could say hi, Greg.
Hi, Greg.
Classic bit. And Greg is, he's a human. He's not like everyone else here. And he's not in the room with us, but if you use your imagination, it's like he's almost in the room with us, you know? So just, my fellow animals, please imagine Greg with us. He's a talented guy. He's a talented musician. He's an educator, I think,
Yes.
of sorts.
Yes.
So we'll get to know Greg a bit more as our evening goes on. But before we get too deep into that, I just wanted to say once again, welcome to Island Life. Thank you all so much for being here. Who here has been on Island Life before? Raise the hands. Who here has at least listened to an episode of Island Life, been around for it? And then who here doesn't know what the heck that is, what I'm talking about? Okay, great. So that covers everyone in the room. Island Life with Alex Denney is my broadcast that I do from this island of talking animals on which we all live. Of course, everyone in this room, other than me, I'm a human, but you're all talking animals. All of you here with me. Anyone, for the listener, because this is going out again through my emergency radio, I'm standing in a room full of talking animals. And if you don't believe me, all of the talking animals in the room right now, will you just please give, whatever your animal call is, on the count of 3, will you do that so the listener believes I'm in a room of talking animals on 3? 1, 2, 3. And Greg, you believe me now. I'm in a room full of talking animals. What else could that be?
Honestly, it's incredible. I'm honored to be a part of this.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
That's how I feel too, as a human who shipwrecked on this island like guys, it's almost 10 years ago. I shipwrecked on this island. I know. Greg, I've never been able to leave. I've been here for so long, and I was for a long time trying to get back to the human world, and I still want to, but just
honestly, it's not that great.
You think so?
No. I don't know. I don't understand why would compel you to rejoin us. You seem to be doing just fine here. You look
that's kind of where I've been coming from. For the especially once you guys had that COVID-19 pandemic back in the human world. You did? Okay, good. I'm not sure. Look, I only get the news like secondhand, thirdhand from people I meet on my radio.
Yes.
But everyone was talking about this COVID thing, and I was like, I feel like I shouldn't be trying to get off the island. I should be staying put and not asking for people to help me because, it sounded like people needed a lot of help out there. Well, I was kind of doing fine here with all of you guys, my animal friends. That's right. That's a friend we're going to meet in just a moment, my hamster friend.
She sounds delightful.
I know, you're going to meet her. Yeah. You're going to meet her.
Yeah, I look forward to it.
But before we meet her, well, I figure I'd start inviting some of my friends I invited to have be on the stage with me tonight. And so, why don't I get one of them on there? One of my oldest friends on the island, one of the first people I met, let's just dive right into it. Let me get Yammo the Hyena out here. Everybody, it's Yammo the Hyena. Come on up here, buddy. Look at this guy. Izine. Say hello to everybody, Yammo.
Hello, I'm Yammo.
Hi, Yammo.
Yammo, this is Greg coming over the radio. Can't see him, but you know how it goes.
Hi, Greg.
Hi, Yammo.
Yammo, what's new and going on in your life?
Well, I woke up this morning chewing my own foot, and I wasn't getting any less hungry. So I'm pretty hungry right now. I could use some breakfast, but check out this sweet sunburn I got on the island. Yeah,
wow.
my yin fur does nothing to protect me.
I was going to say, I would have thought that the fur would protect you from getting sunburned, but you are the most beet red hyena I've ever seen.
I'm in extreme pain, Alex.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, only the female hyenas get any umbrellas. Made of bamboo, which we are not allowed to mess with.
Mm-mm. A lot of people don't realize, but hyenas are a matriarchal society. They overpower the male hyenas.
Vastly overpower, Alex. I have no fighting chance. The women are like 3 men put into one hyena.
I was about to pat you on the back in solidarity, and I realized I would probably hurt a lot.
Yes,
so I'm just gonna...
and I'm mostly back.
You are. You are. And you're, as always, very wet.
Yes, I keep a nice dampness. It helps me to yin around the island.
That's right. Yammo, do you have any questions for Greg? Or Greg, do you have any questions for
Yammo, I once watched a documentary on hyenas, and I did learn that they were a matriarchal society, and I was actually astonished to see one in the nude, and actually they're quite a bit more adequate than the male counterparts. Would you care to confirm that?
Yes, absolutely. The hyena female is more male than any male you've ever met.
Yeah.
I would not recommend asking them about it. They're very sensitive, and honestly, they could poke your eye out.
Yeah.
I can confirm. If anyone back on the human world, obviously all the animals in the room have seen hyena in person before, but if anybody who's listening doesn't know, go look up what a picture of a female hyena's anatomy looks like.
Why would you tell them that, Alex? You're gonna anger the hyena females.
Actually, you're right. Don't tell any of the female hyenas.
They'll lock me in the cave again.
I'm sorry.
I get 1 bone a night in the cave. I'm usually a 3-bone yin.
And it's not even the bone that they're all thinking about, right?
It's already pre-chewed.
Hold on. I'm getting my drink. And speaking of drinks, actually, we are in a bar. All my animal friends, feel free to have a drink with us. Speak to your bartender. But talk about bartenders. I'm about to introduce one of the best bartenders I know. In fact, he's the owner of the bar that we are all in right now. It's called On the House. You all know that.
I love that place.
I'm going to introduce another one of my oldest friends up to the stage. His name is Damien the Fox.
Yeah.
Damien, get on up here. Look at this guy. Look at this cutie.
Hi, Damien.
Watch out, Damien.
I'm sorry.
I know, listener Damien almost knocked something over, but which is surprising because you're normally a very nimble.
Very nimble. I only do accidents on purpose.
So that was a bit.
Very intentionally, usually burning stuff.
Yeah, that's true. For anyone who doesn't know Greg, so Damien, great guy, has had a bit of a past with pyromania.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
He really does seem to brighten up the room, so.
Absolutely. Some say candles, I say no, just the whole damn thing.
One time he lit me on fire, and it was the most fun I've ever had.
Is that a part of why you stay so damp to avoid?
Yes, the dampness protects my first layer of Yin's skin from frying off. Thank you, Damien.
I'm working on fireproof water, or the opposite, I guess.
Fireproof water, Damien?
Ooh, finally.
Flammable water?
Yes, that. That's exactly it. Nothing more to add.
You're doing a little bit of a science experiment?
Yes, I've been getting more into chemistry lately, actually. Mm-hmm. I've been taking classes at the local animal community college.
Yeah, the ACC.
Yep. And mostly just mixing potions.
Wow, I've only got a bachelor degree.
What was that again?
A bachelor. It's mostly staring at shadows and trying to learn something.
Greg, are you gone to school yourself? What?
Have I gone to school?
Yeah, have you gone to school?
I have gone to school. Yes, I have.
What kind of degree? Did you get a degree?
Yeah, I did. I did my undergrad in English Lit.
English Lit. And did you find that useful as you went forward?
Yes, I found it to really help me pursue a life of poverty and rejection.
Oh, yeah. Oh, are you poor, Greg?
I like to pretend I am to make the poor people around me feel more comfortable.
Let's consider. What do you do? I introduced you a little bit.
Sure. So I have a company. We partner with affordable housing developers, and we utilize the renewable funding. And we use that to create free after-school programming for the underserved communities there. So we do after-school programs. We do
Some dudes
summer
think
camps.
it's really funny what you
Yeah.
do.
I honestly am also amused when people try to help the poor. It's so
It's kind of
gauche, honestly. But no, and so we're able to kind of have a win-win-win where we're able to help the nonprofits renew their funding, keep their nonprofit status. I'm able to pay my teachers well, and the kids get some good after-school programs that would normally be very out of reach.
That sounds great. Can we get a hand for Greg and the outreach that Greg does?
Yeah.
Clap applause.
What's your outreach thing? What's your company called?
Oh, Universal Kid Academy.
Universal Kid Academy.
Yes.
That sounds awesome. You should open up a branch here on the island. Help out these literal kids. Baby goats. Anybody knows Poppy, the baby goat in pajamas? She's a real troublemaker.
Oh, and I'd love to be able to read the books that washed up on the island.
That's right.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
That implies there are kids in space. Are there kids in space?
I got no understanding of how that implication would have occurred to you. And it's interesting.
The universe.
I've always understood foxes to be clever, because when I used to hunt you, I'd have to bring my bloodhound, and you guys were the only canine that could retrace your steps. You were the hardest canines to kill. And
That's true. Many have tried.
Yeah.
But you said formerly. You don't hunt foxes these days?
No, not as much anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
He's toned it down. Okay.
Yeah.
I believe there's kids in space because I once jumped very high. I almost got
You can't argue with that logic. Everybody here agrees. Yo, Jeff, just to help me out, Jeff set up a little clock so I could keep track of going, but I can't see it where he placed it. I know our situation. Oh, okay. Maybe, Jeff, if you could just push it over maybe toward the side where that bottle is, so I could see it. There we go. Perfect. Thank you, Jeff. We'll have Jeff on here in a minute. Jeff, your clock has turned into a map of the world, which is amazing. Look, guys, it's a magical island. Crazier things have happened, believe me. Beautiful. Now its clock is going again. Awesome. Well, let's keep it going. Let's get another friend up here. And in fact, this is a friend who is new to Island Life, the show. And they, my hamster friend. Why don't you get up here? Oh. climbing up
Bart.
on the stage.
Bart.
I'm sorry.
Is this something I can chew? Can I chew this?
I mean, you can chew
I
on your
chew
chair
it?
if you want. Just don't chew
good.
it too much or it'll
Good. I haven't
collapse.
chewed for so long. It's been such a long journey to the island. I'm a missionary. Did you know that?
I knew that, but I wonder if Greg did.
I wasn't
Greg.
aware there were such religious hamsters. What kind of gospel are you spreading?
And we've
Well, it started, I was in my cage, and every day I'd get the water bottle. Oh, that was nice. And the water bottle gave me life, and it sustained me, and I wanted to share the joy of the water bottle with all the world. So I clawed my way out of my cage, and I pushed open the top. They put like phone books on top to try to keep me in, but they were no match for Hildegarde. So I clawed my way out, and I made my way onto my wheel, and I'm determined to tell the people, to tell the animals, to tell you all about my God, the water bottle. But then I got very thirsty because the water bottle wasn't there. It had forsaken me.
what?
So I found a Starbucks, and I found my new God.
Your new God became Starbucks?
Frappuccino specifically.
The Frappuccino
Yes,
specifically.
but specifically the Java chip. The Java chip Frappuccino sustained me on my journey. And I decided to spread the good news of the Java chip. But then, all of a sudden, when I got into the Midwest, you see, there were less Starbucks, and there was like the Caribou. Does anyone know the Caribou coffee?
Oh, some Caribou's opened a coffee store?
It wasn't the animal, the caribou, though. They had these other things, and they called them like frappes. And those
Which is not the same thing?
No, but it wasn't the same thing. But I have a short attention span because I'm a hamster.
Sure.
So I decided to worship that now and spread the good news of that.
Of the frappe.
The frappe.
The Caribou frappe.
Yes, it was vanilla bean. Very sustainable.
And now, but of course now, because you've made a long journey.
Hey, what are you drinking there, Alex?
Oh, I've got a sour. I've got it's a tropical fruit goose.
Alex, have you heard the good news of the tropical fruit goose?
Oh, I have.
A brother in fruit goose. Praise the goose.
And I will
Praise
spread the good
goose.
word of the goose
Praise the goose.
all over. Everybody take a drink. Praise the goose.
Praise the goose.
Tip your bartender.
You drinking over there on the mainland, Greg?
Oh, yes, I am. I'm enjoying a nice chimay.
A chimay.
Oh, that sounds good.
Can I have a sip of that, please?
Hildegarde, I know that with your we're using our imaginations here, but Greg is of course on the mainland and we're here on the island.
I wish he was here right now.
Oh, I
Okay.
wish Greg was here with us, but he's coming through my radio.
I guess I can't try that then, so I guess I'll still worship the goose for now. Okay.
Greg, if you were here, you could try some of the salt water, and
Salt?
I have some lightly nibbled hand and paw if you want to try any.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
More for
Has
me.
anyone heard the good news of the paw?
Oh, I have.
We're gonna.
Hey, brother in paw!
Ow!
I think you've made a new follower, and we might have another
Praise the
one
Lord.
because I'm gonna get one more friend up here on the stage with us.
Oh, we're gonna need more
before we-
sand.
We might need a little bit. So I think let's get our one more guest up here on the stage. Everybody, welcome Jeff the Praying Mantis. Give him a hand, everybody.
Whoa!
Here he comes, Jeff. Perch yourself right up on that chair, that stool. Hi, Jeff.
Yeah, hey, good to be out here. Good to be doing some things. Couple
Hey,
two,
Yammo.
things.
Yammo, are you trying to eat Jeff? What are you doing?
I just have never seen something so green and sharp.
Praying Mantis. Actually, I feel like Jeff, you and Hildegarde probably get along pretty well because you're a praying mantis.
Are you a brother in paw?
Well, look, listen, I was just hanging out in Wilkes-Barre a couple 6 years ago, right? I was trying to get a ride up to Carbondale because my Mantis buddies were having a party down in Russell Park, you know?
Yeah.
So, it's a long way. I don't got my check until Tuesday. I got to get some smokes. So I found this hamster, and I said, hey there, look here, sweetheart. I'll worship whatever God you want. I'll worship Jesus. I'll worship the water bottle. I'll worship Cholula. I'll worship whatever you want. Just get me up to Carbondale for a couple 6 beers and smokes. And, one thing led to another, and we're out here.
Okay, so you know what? I guess I should have realized you and Hildegarde came out to the island together.
Wow.
He hitched a ride on my wheel.
Yeah, I just kind of hung out back there, hopped around. She was running on the wheel over the water and stuff. And
That's pretty amazing, you guys. You wheeled a hamster wheel. Greg,
Yes.
you're hearing this.
I'm hearing it.
Imagine it in your mind: a praying mantis and a hamster in a hamster wheel, running across the surface of the ocean,
It's honestly delightful.
across the
Beautiful.
entire Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
yeah, across the entire Pacific. I get really
To an
hopped up.
island somewhere in the middle of the Pacific that no one can find. Except the
Gorgeous.
animals. The animals can
Yeah.
It's one of the symptoms when you're so small like me, like a praying mantis. When you go and you puff on the smokes, you know, you get really hyped up, you run really fast. So we just went the whole way down. Yeah, it was great.
Did you run out of cigarettes along the way?
I did. So we had to stop. We got to bum some smokes off of some jellyfish. We got a couple off of like one of them little manta rays or some things. They got out
Jellyfish,
there.
notorious smokers.
You know, when there's a lot of water, you'd be surprised how many things smoke out in the ocean. Whales.
Oh, you know what? They must have perfected flammable water.
Whoa.
Oh man, they beat me to it.
Now I've got actually, because that brings me to I thought maybe I would try to include some of our other friends. You know, maybe bring it to the audience, my animal friends. If anybody, if you indeed perfected the formula for flammable water, how would that affect your animal life? Does anybody? I know we've got one or two former people. Sadie the Sloth. What do you have a thought about what that would provide for you? What do you think? I'm gonna come down. Everybody, this is Sadie the Sloth right here.
Hey, Sadie.
Sadie's been on the show before. How would flammable water affect your life?
I would like to drink it.
You would.
I would. I would like to open up a sloth box.
A sloth, like
A sloth box where we serve it, the flammable water, in a tiny glass.
Tiny for a hamster?
Yeah, and call it something like Fireball.
Ooh, I like
That
that.
sounds delicious. I think you should open one up here on the island. Does everybody think that sounds like a good idea?
Oh.
Hamster.
Yes, Hildegarde. Can we talk later?
Yes. Are you willing to be baptized?
Oh, yes.
Oh, praise the flammable water fireball thing.
Fireball.
Yes. Praise
Fireball. Thank you, Sadie.
Fireball.
Thank you. That sounds like a
Praise.
great idea. Any of my other animal friends? Does anybody else have a thought of what they might do with flammable water? There's got to be at least one other animal in this room of talking animals who's got an idea, who would like to introduce themselves as an animal and talk about what they.
Oh, Alex, I would use it to immolate myself and then use the shadows to entertain myself.
You just love being on fire, don't you, Yammo?
I'm in a constant state of pain and pleasure, Alex. Such is the life of a yeen.
You know what? I anything that makes you happy, Yammo.
Hey, if you implicate or whatever, do you mind if I light some smokes on your back while you're burning up or whatever?
Oh, please, you can put them out on my tail. I have a whole bunch back there. My tail is a emergency ashtray.
Look, Yammo, I almost touched you again in solidarity. I just don't want to hurt you from you're covered in sunburn.
Don't worry, I will molt like a snake and leave behind a hollow Yammo.
I wasn't aware that was something that hyenas could do. That's amazing.
Oh, it totally is. I've got a whole room full of it.
That's
now.
right,
You've
he's
been
my
saving
biggest
them.
fan.
Yep, like a museum.
Wow. I look forward to checking that out after the show.
Yep, just a bunch of skins of the various
Yeah.
animals on this island.
Thank you so much, Damien, and I'm sorry I keep trying to eat them.
It's okay. I gotta make room.
Well, guys, I feel like we don't have a ton of time. I want to go back to our buddy Greg, who's over the radio right now.
Sure.
Because you were telling me, Greg, and well, obviously we demonstrated a little bit. You joined me piano on my opening song.
It was a pleasure and an honor.
Because of course you tuned in. You were in the studio. You were working, and my signal came in through some of the equipment in the studio.
Yes, and honestly, one of the happiest accents I've ever experienced.
Oh, that.
And I'm actually getting a little bit of a visual because Yammo, he seems like a little bit of a, but he's actually quite good. He set us up with some interesting. Is that not the preferred nomenclature?
I don't know.
He set up with quite a nice little feed. I have a nice little Zoom feed. It's something that's become very popular here during the pandemic.
Well, you feel like you can really picture him.
And I know I'm really picturing everything. It's incredible. And I just wanted to say that I have never seen a praying mantis that looks so much like Bradley Cooper, who'd fallen on hard times. And
so handsome.
And I just wanted to bring that to everyone's attention.
Now that I'm looking at him, that's exactly like from a praying. If you could be like that praying mantis looks like Bradley Cooper's falling on hard times.
Yeah.
Jeff, that's you.
Look, it goes to my benefit. Maybe I can get some money off of somebody. I say, hey, look, you're really drunk. Hey, look, I'm maybe not really famous or whatever. Look, Mantis got to get by.
Absolutely.
Ooh, you should go to L.A. where Alex is from, and you should try and be an actor.
I mean, if they got smokes down there, I'll go wherever you got, buddy.
You've been stuck on this island for 10 years, so you just know Bradley Cooper from The Hangover, and that's it.
the only way that I know Bradley Cooper.
I love hearing
Greg,
that
has
movie.
Bradley Cooper continued to be a successful star?
He's done quite well.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
Yes.
I'm glad.
Yes.
I look forward to catching up on his whole videography.
We'll talk about it offline. I actually look forward to it. I
wonder if he's into, would ever be into like playing a talking animal or something like that, as if that's something you would do, play a talking animal rather than actually be a talking animal. Oh, Yammo is on the ground, Greg.
No, I'm here. I'm listening.
Well, Yammo, I think we've got a treat for you because when I was talking, I was wondering,
Treat?
Greg.
Alex, did you say there's a treat?
I like treat. Where's treat?
Everybody. I was hoping that Greg would actually play a song for us before we ended our broadcast. I wanted to.
It would be my pleasure.
Would everybody, all my animal friends, would you like to hear Greg play one of the songs he wrote?
Sure.
It's funny, Alex. I spoke to a guy who knows you actually on the mainland. The guy named Alex Denney. You familiar with him?
Yeah, I know there's another guy who's named Alex Denney. He's the guy who puts this out as a podcast.
Yeah, he's very controlling. I've actually invested thousands of dollars
jerk.
and thousands of hours into creating a comedy song album.
Yeah.
He said I'm not allowed to play any of the songs of it because it was all about vagina farts and the Holocaust.
Yeah.
So
I can understand.
He's making me sing a real song and be vulnerable, which makes me very uncomfortable.
Well, hopefully it's still a good one. I bet it is.
We'll see. I apologize if it isn't. I dedicate this to you, Yammo. She better write a novel just to save the world. She's coming down now, strangest that she's ever had. She writes them all down quickly, 'cause her memory's going bad. Always figured she might lose her mind. All the doctors put it much too kindly, swallowing her pills with too much wine, scribbling faster and faster, trying to leave something behind. She better write a novel just to save the world. Maybe she'll find some beauty as the fire curls. She claps her hands and laughs while her words dance and twirl. And I used to wonder, how this story ends. Her book is bound now, but she hardly knows a word anymore. Can't quite recall her stories. Oh, she wrote them for. As the children cry around her bed, there's a glow inside her fading head. She looks at them Her smile is not pretend. She starts telling a story. Now she hopes upon it. She better write a novel just to save the world. Maybe she'll find some beauty as the fire curls. She claps her hands and laughs while her words dance and twirl. No use to wonder, no. And you know you'd best not call her crazy, 'cause you know she's scared of losing it all. And you know she's got her stories. No, she's got you coming her way. You better write a novel just to save the world. Maybe she'll find some beauty as the fire curls. She claps her hands and laughs while her words dance and twirl. And I used to wonder, no. She better write a novel just to save the world. Maybe she'll find some beauty as the fire curls. She claps her hands and laughs while her words dance and twirl. And I used to wonder, no, how this story ends. And I used to understand how this story ends.
Wow. Greg, that was so nice of you to dedicate that to me. That's the nicest thing anyone's given to me since the females beat me.
Yeah.
It's an honor.
I'm wondering with what part of their anatomy did they beat you?
I'd rather not say.
I understand.
Man, well, I mean, I don't know. I'm sure your other comedy songs are great, but that song killed. I mean, one more time, everybody. I'm sure anybody listening should totally check out your stuff. But I think it's about time we're winding. I mean, how do you follow that, really? We'll start winding.
How do we follow that?
The showdown. Well, I mean, I'm gonna try to play a song. Actually, I'd love it if I'm gonna close out my show with
May
a
I join
song,
you?
and I'd love it if you'd join me.
I'd be honored.
And I'm halfway through molting. So if you see two of me, one is me and one is not.
Jeff, yeah, thanks, Jeff.
multiverse.
Would you give me a little hand setting up here? Guys, do you have any last questions for Greg? As you know, we might not get a hold of him again. It's real spotty with my radio. Let's see, where Jeff, where did that other stuff go?
Are you looking for your lyrics, bro?
I'm just looking for my mic stand, my bamboo mic stand. That
Check under the river rocks.
Thank you, Jeff. Jeff got it again. Such a strong praying mantis.
I got a question for Greg up there. Hey, you got any smokes?
Which kind of drug would you like to smoke?
You know, whatever you got, I'll smoke it. Give me all of them right now. Sure, yeah, I'll take it.
We'll talk after the show.
Well, Mantis.
By the way, Alex, who the was that?
What?
Who was that?
Oh, that was Jeff.
Oh!
Yeah, that was Jeff the
Yeah, you know,
Mantis.
Alex pays me in smokes down here, so I'm just doing the boards. You know, gotta get by till my check comes in.
You know, just roll our own.
I'm good for it, man, really.
I got you, Jeff.
What a beautiful day.
I'm sorry.
Thank you all for being on the show, Saint Hildegarde. She's a saint. I don't think that got brought up. She's a saint, everybody.
Woo!
Yes, the goose. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Damien. Thank you for letting us do this in your bar on the house.
Woo!
You're welcome. It's the last night before I burn it all down again.
Watch out, guys. Make sure everybody's out first.
Bonfire!
How many bars do you think we're up to by now that you've gone through? How many on the houses?
68.
68.
Wow.
You know that makes the next bar is 68, Greg.
Sorry?
Next bar is number 69. You like that joke.
I don't really grab the
Nice.
reference.
Oh, okay. Well,
Nice. Nice.
Thank you, St. Hildegarde. And Yammo, you as well. Thank you for being here with me.
I have no escape from the island, but I'm so happy to be here.
This is a little escape for you right here, right? Jeff, you as well. Thanks for all the work you've done. And Greg, thank you as well.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it, Alex.
It's time to go. The sun's setting down. The power in my radio is almost run out. So at least for now, I'm here to stay. Maybe I'll get rescued on another day. But we had some fun. We made new friends. And tomorrow is another chance to try again. Until then, we'll say goodbye. Thanks for hanging out with me on Island Life. Thanks for hanging out with me on Island Life. Thanks for hanging out with me on Island Life. Thank you, everybody. That is our show. Thank you all so much for being here. I want to give everybody here a chance to let everybody know where they can be found online. Where we are now in the human realm. Everything is. We can talk about it, and I'll start with my guy here, Greg. Tell everybody anything you'd like them to know. Where could they find your music? Anything like that.
This is a very ill-timed podcast because I haven't released anything yet, but I will be releasing it soon, and I'll try to get on another one when the time comes.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, make sure to look up Greg Hoffman and his music when that comes out.
Punch the pianist.
Next up, my buddy here, Adario Mercadante. Tell them about yourself, what you're doing, where they can find you.
Yeah, everybody, listen up now. This Monday, the Ding Dong Show, the longest running show in the history of the Comedy Store, is coming back in person. We've been on Zoom. I'm a cast member. I want to see y'all there for a free show, 2-drink minimum, 10:30, Monday night at the dang Comedy Store, y'all. It's famous. Come on out. Love to see you.
Woo woo. Feel like I'm in a wrestling promo. That was. Ian.
Hi, I'm Ian. I don't know. I do shows and stuff, mostly stand-up and whatnot. A lot of stuff online. Follow me at Ian Zandi.
Awesome. We've got Kat Rebar.
Hello, Thank you. If you like yoga or true crime or yoga true crime, you can find me at Dark Side of the Mat, which is a podcast about yoga true crime wherever you find fine podcasts, and on Instagram at @CatHegBurglar. And because my name is very hard to spell, you might just want to find me after if you'd like to find that. But it's at KATHE, A as in apple, G as in girl, BERGLAR, and that is my name plus an homage to the Hamburglar.
Woo! Woo! All right, and Kyle.
Hey, I'm Kyle. I take photos of trash that I find around the place, so check out my beautiful photos of disgusting things. My Instagram's Kyle Von Rebarf.
Woo! All right, thank you very much. I'm Alex Denney. You can find me at Alex Denney, DENNEY, on lots of things. And I think that's mainly it. This the art that gets done for this show, as there will surely be some new art, is done by Maddie Schott. Look them up at Madzillachilla on Instagram. You can find this show at Island Life Pod on all the things, and I haven't even decided how and what kind of editing I might do it, but I will shout out our sound editor, Isaac Balachandran, who's done tons of sound editing for past episodes, and I might have him do some work on this one. We'll see. So that's for you, Isaac. And last of all, I was hoping you guys could do something with me. Every episode I sign off, like with my song, "Thanks for hanging out with me on Island Life." Would you give me a 1, 2, 3, thanks for hanging out? Could we do that? Would you all do that with me? All right. 1, 2, 3. Thanks for hanging out! right, you guys. And now, after we get all this junk off the stage, there's going to be an improv jam. If you haven't
Improv
put
jam!
your name in the horn over there, you can do it on fun 90s scratch paper. Bye, everybody.